I spent 4 days in this beautiful city, exploring its streets with my camera to bring you all the highlights in this complete Seville travel guide. From the breathtaking cathedral and passionate flamenco dancing to stunning architectural wonders and everything in between. Let's start with one of the most iconic landmarks in the city, and that's the Seville Cathedral. It's not only one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in the world, but also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it was built in the 15th century on the site of a former mosque. The decision to construct it stemmed from the desire of the city leaders to build a grand church to reflect Seville's growing wealth and importance during the late Middle Ages. The Seville Cathedral is mostly Gothic, with later additions in Renaissance, Baroque and Neo-Gothic styles. Inside you will also find the tomb of Christopher Columbus. One of the key attractions within the complex is the Giralda Tower. This 100-meter high tower gives you a breathtaking view around the city. And my advice is to buy your tickets always online for all the attractions, because there are long queues and some attractions are sold out on the day you arrive. I placed all the links to the official websites to book your tickets in the description under the video. In a moment I will show you a beautiful square which was also used for a famous movie, a big wooden structure, but first an old complex, which is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Behind me is the Real Alcázar of Seville, which is one of the most stunning palaces in Europe. Originally built as a Moorish fortress in the 10th century, it reflects centuries of cultural blending, evolving under Muslim, Christian and Renaissance influences. The palace heart lies in its mudéjar architecture, mostly in the Patio de las Doncellas, with its intricate tile work and delicate arches. It is surrounded by lush gardens, adorned with fountains, trees and animals. It was famously featured in the series Game of Thrones, and the palace captivates visitors with its timeless beauty and historical significance. Spanish cities are well known for the squares or the plazas, and in every city there are a lot of them. Here in Seville, the most famous one is Plaza de España. This is an impressive semi-circular building, built for the 1929 Ibero-American Exposition. It showcases a beautiful mix of Renaissance Revival and Moorish Revival styles. It was constructed as the centerpiece of the exposition, a world fair held to improve the relations between Spain and Latin America. It was designed by Aníbal González, a prominent Spanish architect. Over here you will find beautiful bridges, fountains and also tile work representing the Spain's provinces. It's not only a tourist attraction but also a popular spot for movies, for example Star Wars. And it's located in this big park, María Luisa. The park was originally a private spot and part of the gardens of the San Telmo Palace, a royal estate. It was donated to the city of Seville in 1893 by Princess María Luisa of Bourbon, after whom the park is named. It is a favorite spot for jogging, walking, picnicking and also horse-drawn carriage rides. And from this beautiful park and square I will take you to a modern architectural wonder, and that's Metropol Parasol, also known as Los Setos. This construction was completed in 2011 and it's one of the largest wooden structures in the world. And of course you have a stunning view on the top platform. It was designed by German architect Jürgen Mayer. The project faced delays and budget overruns due to its ambitious design and technical challenges. Its final cost was approximately 100 million euros. The building is beautifully illuminated in the evening. In this building you will also find the Antquarium, and that's a museum that shows the Roman and Moorish settlements of Seville. And there is a Mercado, or a market in English, with fresh products, and it is a nice place to eat something. In a moment I tell you more about one of the most famous dances in the world and also about this charming neighborhood. But first, Torre del Oro, the Gold Tower. It was built in the 13th century and it gets its name from the golden hue of its original tiles. Initially it served as a military watchtower to monitor and control the river traffic. During the Middle Ages, the tower functioned as a prison. At various times it was used as a chapel and storage facility. Today it houses Seville's Naval Museum, showcasing maritime artifacts, historical documents and scale models that highlights the city's naval history. And on top you have a stunning view over the river and a historic center. The historic center is called Barrio Santa Cruz. It's the old Jewish quarter. It's a maze of narrow cobblestone streets and charming plazas. The Jews were able to live in this neighborhood in relative freedom. However, in the 14th century, things took a turn for the worse. And a period began where the Jewish community was persecuted and even killed if they did not convert into Christianity. After all Jews were expelled from the city in 1492, they left behind this neighborhood. For an authentic cultural experience, you have to visit the Flamenco Dance Museum. It dives deeper in the art and history of the flamenco dance. It's a small museum with exhibits, workshops and also live performances. The shows are daily and sell out quickly, so my advice is to buy your tickets in time. One of Seville's hidden gems is Casa de Pilatos, a stunning palace from the 16th century, and it has a blend of Renaissance, Gothic and Mudéjar styles. The palace features beautiful courtyards with intricate tilework, plasterwork and marble columns. It stands as a testament to the fusion of Moorish and European influences that defines Seville's unique character. It gives you a glimpse of how aristocrats lived in the past. The palace is open daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. In a moment more about the famous but also controversial bullfighting, but first another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Seville is closely tied to Spain's colonial history, and at the Archivo de Indias is where it all comes together. This UNESCO World Heritage Site houses a vast collection of documents related to Spain's overseas empire. Inside this building from the 16th century, there are over 40,000 records from Spanish colonies in the Americas. And this is another impressive building. This is the place where the bullfighting took place over here in Seville. Plaza de Toros de la Maestranza. It was built in the 18th century and there are still bullfights. For example, in April, during Feria de Abril, there are the biggest shows in the whole world. You can visit the arena and there is also a small museum that delves into the history of this tradition. Seville is known for its rich tradition of religious processions, with the highlight being Semana Santa in the week before Easter. During this period, dozens of brotherhoods parade through the streets, carrying sacred statues depicting the suffering of Christ and Mary. In the recent years, the number of processions outside Semana Santa has increased. And coincidentally, there was one during my visit. Between September and December 2024, more than 50 processions were planned. Seville is served by its own airport with flights all over Europe. And to travel to the city, you can use a bus. The journey takes around 20 to 30 minutes. Taxis are 10 minutes faster and you pay 20 to 25 euros. And besides that, the city is well connected by train in Spain. It takes less than 3 hours to travel between Madrid and Seville. What's the best time for a visit? I think the spring and fall season, because the temperatures are not that high compared to the summer. I'm here at the end of October and today it's a lovely sunny day and 23 degrees Celsius. Please give a thumbs up, thank you so much when you like this Seville travel guide. And if you don't want to miss new episodes, just subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's totally free and it enriches your view on the whole world. Tot ziens, ciao, hasta luego.